Good morning, everybody. This is Lieutenant General Ghansham Singh Katoch from the USO of India. Today, I'm going to tell you something about a unique medal that is awarded by the USO of India, which is the MacGregor Medal. This is the only medal which is not awarded directly by the President, as is the case in all other honors, medals and decorations. And it is a medal which is permitted to be worn by even serving armed forces personnel on the uniform, and it is worn around the neck. The MacGregor Medal was instituted by the USO of India, which is a 150-year-old institution, in 1888. It was named the MacGregor Medal after the founder of the USO of India, Major General Sir Charles MacGregor, and it was instituted on his demise by the members of the Council of the USI, which included the Commander-in-Chief India. And it is to honor his memory. The medal is awarded for outstanding military reconnaissance, and in recent times, since the places where military reconnaissance can be carried out, which has not been carried out before, have become very limited, it is also being awarded for outstanding feats of adventure, and which have been done either in a solo capacity or with a very restricted support. So far, 121 medals have been awarded since the institution of this medal: 7 gold medals to officers, 62 standard size silver medals to officers including 5 JCOs, and 48 reduced size silver medals to soldiers. Among some well-known personalities I can mention who have got this medal was Captain F.E. Younghusband, who we know led many expeditions into the area of Tibet, Ladakh, Kashgar in the era of the Great Game. In 1890, he was awarded this medal. Others were Major General O.C. Wingate of your famous Chindits, and there were many other Indian officers of repute like Major General, later Lieutenant General Z.C. Bakshi, Colonel I.C. Katoch, Colonel C.S. Nugyal, and of course, a person that I want to specifically mention here, and that is Colonel Narendra Kumar, who sadly passed away in his 87th year of age very recently on the 31st of December. We are honored that Colonel Narendra Kumar has been one of the awardees, and to commemorate his passing away, we shall carry on this clip, another clip which had been put on the YouTube by his daughter-in-law, Mrs. Dilshad Master. We wish the family of Colonel Kumar all the best, and may the MacGregor Medal live forever with his name and with his memory. And of course, as Mrs. Master mentions, he got the MacGregor Medal for his path-breaking expedition to the Siachen Glacier. Dear viewers, the award is given after a rigorous selection process every year, after citations have been received from all the 3 services. A committee composed of members of all the 3 services and from the USI get together to decide upon the winners. In case there is no suitable entry, then for that year, no award is given. Thank you so much.
He says it was General Rodriguez, I think, and who went on to later become the Chief of Army Staff. And he said, and he always describes, he was a big man, he was a really big man. And he says that, me, and I was this solid. So he said, I just realized there was no way to beat the man but to butt him. And I was like, what? He said, I would just headbutt him. That was the only way to get him down. Of course, I lost the bout. and I think he fouled, is why he lost the bout. But yeah, and that's when he got the name Bull. Bull Kumar was, nothing stopped the man. Nothing was ever impossible.
But when you're training, you realize there are a few people who are special. This man was special.
I always asked him, I said, Pala, do you ever regret not having reached the summit of Everest? And he said to me, he said, Beta, if I had summited Everest, I would have never gone on to do the other things I did.
He became like a trophy. You know, they would take him for parties, you know, any place, you know, he's gone to Everest and all that. But his peers never liked him. Because peers, there's a jealousy. His juniors used to say, "Yeah, tu faltu kaam karta hai. You're not a soldier." He used to hate that. He ultimately ended up doing one of the two biggest military operations, you know, one Siachen and in the 60s, Barahuti. He said, it's very tasty. You don't need to tell the boys. I'll cook them well. We'll pass it off as deers. And he was a Brahmin. He didn't eat this stuff. So, but he knew we had to eat something. So they did it. And everyone relished it. Ah, what tasty meat and all that.
Time he was the commandant at HAWS, High Altitude Warfare School in Gulmarg. He saw a map, and that's what completely riled him, because the map showed almost all of eastern Karakoram range, including the Siachen Glacier, that lay in Pakistan territory. And this was a map that was made by the US and in the hands of a German explorer who was his friend. And on the the way, they found cigarette butts, they found Japanese film rolls, and they found quite a lot of things that obviously gave them the hints that there was more than just the Pakistani army that was on that glacier.
So in 81, he had put in his papers and he was leaving when it came through. He had 6 months to retire and it came through. He said, I have started it, I will only do it.
He wasn't a young man when that expedition took place, and he didn't have 4 toes, and which he had lost to frostbite many years back. In fact, he had been graded down to I think they call it the sea level, which means that he cannot go higher than 4,000 meters. And that's when he took his soldiers and mapped the entire glacier, like thousands of miles of it. And that's when they climbed up Saltoro Kangri and all of those high peaks over there and planted the India flag.
Ultimately, when he mapped it, and that mapping actually gave so much confidence to Indira Gandhi to launch Meghdut.
MacGregor's Medal. And the MacGregor's Medal is something that was given to him in 2010. And that medal is given to an Indian by all 3 chiefs of Army, Navy, and Air Force. It's something that is given to him by all the 3 forces. And that medal was his official, whether anyone likes to admit it or not, his official recognition of his reconnaissance of Siachen. For him, that was the high point.